need some water. Something came over me. Way too hot to simmer down. Might as well overheat. Too close to comfort. That's blood rush, my favorite thing. Heartbeat racing like a junkie. I just need
Lost.
Damn.
This song
I think you can say it, Cloud. Cloud, say it. Go ahead, man.
it's unanimous.
It's unanimous.
Kendrick goes to the next motherfucking round. Kendrick goes to the next round,
You
bro.
deserve it, bro. You heard it.
B.
Kendrick,
You about to
B.
body pop
Kendrick.
the
Kendrick, if you're listening,
B.
you can go to the
Kendrick.
next round. Against Papa Doc.
Against Drake.
Shit. Against Drake. Oh shit. Damn.
Nah, this song is beautiful, bro. This song had to be in the album.
I need some water, man.
Nah,
Need some
man.
holy water.
It's over there. We need some.
No, I'm done with that shit. I need some more
shit.
water.
This song, when I'm drunk, it gives me the same hype I get when I listen to it right when I'm drunk. When it comes out when you're playing beer pong, or it just gives you the same hype. This song is so good. I don't know, man. It's
Got my heartbeat racing like a junkie.
That's how it feels. That's how it feels like, bro. This song is crazy.
Damn. All right. So there's one line that I want to question you guys about.
I already got your answer right now.
So, what does friend of the world, enemy to the Lord? What does that mean to you guys?
Devil.
Friend of the world.
Devil.
Friend of the world, enemy to the Lord.
The devil.
The
Wait.
devil.
All right, look. I don't. You guys aren't. My family. I come from a very religious
No, go ahead.
family.
Whatever you say.
Yeah, I come from a religious family. So, friend of the world, enemy of the Lord. I believe in my religious belief, this world is like the god of this world is the devil, and the god of paradise is the Lord. So, friend of the world is friend of the devil. The devil is like all this like lust is of the devil. You know, you're a friend of lust. If you you hear the first verse is this guy lusting over these things and just being caught up in his daily routine. Then you hear the girl being caught up in her daily routine. Then you hear Kendrick being caught up in his own daily routine and talking about his own struggles with his routine and his own struggles with lust. This the underlying theme, obviously, in the title of the track, lust. So, friend of the world, enemy of the Lord. Brace yourself. Lust is all yours. The devil is all yours.
Alright, I fuck with that.
Take it as you will.
It says here on Genius, it says, by the world, the Bible refers to not the planet itself, but the sinful system. By the sinful system. How do you say that word? Societal.
Where?
Societal influences.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, societal.
Okay. Yeah. So it says, by the world, the Bible refers not to the planet itself, but the sinful systems, societal influences, and mindsets promoting selfish desires that are against the Lord, such as greed, pride, and lust.
Yeah, word, fuck.
Yeah. Word. Fuck. Nah, man. This song is nasty.
That's what I took.
Nasty. Even if it bumps, like, this song is nasty, man.
Right.
It's beautiful.
I
Beautiful,
think
beautiful.
at the underline of this song,
So
I
much
feel like
fuego.
at the underline of this song, I feel like there's a message of like lust keeps us in a daily routine that makes us ignore or blinds us to the troubles of the world, and then like maybe to like then again like kind of blinds us to our connection to God. You know what I mean? That lust. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what this overall song is about. And when he says friend to the world, enemy of the Lord, I feel like maybe that's basically what you guys are saying. What he was saying, like yeah, if you lust over this physical plane, then you will, you know what I mean?
Succumb
You will succumb to all these sins and all these, you know what I mean? All these things. That's basically, What?
Succumb to the darkness, succumb to the evil, man.
It's basically what I got from it. So again, just to recap where we're at right now. Blood, you know what I mean? The initial like, what can you say? The initial setting for the storyline. I don't even want to say storyline, but like, you know what I mean? Then like, DNA is the root of his being. Yeah, the questioning of that root element is him kind of setting a barrier around him and this other rap game. Real is then him feeling isolated from that, you know what I mean, from what his barrier has, you know what I mean, like caused him to feel. Loyalty then like from that barrier, you know what I mean, he wants to have loyalty again, then putting himself into a, you know what I mean, a pedestal, an egotistical like level. Yeah. And then pride, which feeds off that loyalty, which is, you know what I mean, him feeling prideful and, you know what I mean, like feeling like he's detached from everybody else because he feels so much pride in his work and in himself. Humble, which is obviously a contrast from that, which then has him saying like, I should actually be humble. I should actually be, you know what I mean, like, like, but in a contrasting way, you know what I mean. He says it in a very loud way, which is very, you know what I mean, odd. Yeah. And then now we're here at Lust, which is telling us, you know what I mean, which is portraying a message of like, our lustful ways keep us
stuck in our ways,
keep us in a cycle that
on a routine,
keeps us ignorant of, you know what I mean,
stagnant. I think is the word.
Down. Love and lust. Down. All of us.
Give me a run for my money. There is nobody, no one that'll run me.
Another world premiere.
So give me a run for my money. Sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, living lovely. She's lovely.
So that was Love featuring Zachary, which I heard was like kind of like the pivotal feature to have in this album, which I don't know, but I don't know.
Pivotal
Whatever.
how?
I don't know. People say that. I didn't really look too much into it, but it's like
Pivotal in a bad way?
no, pivotal in like a good way. Like Zachary was like what made this album, you know what I mean, pop. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I'm not gonna.
The first time I heard of Zachary was on Say Rashad song, and that shit was banging.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they were saying. Like every feature that he's on is like
They were calling him the Justin Bieber and The Weeknd. That's what they were calling him. That shit was funny.
I don't want to head too much into that. Whatever.
Big up Zachary.
Love. What are your guys' opinions on it? I know you're kind of like
because I'm not a. I've said this so many fucking times now that I don't like Love. I'm a fan of rap. I'm not a fan of.
I know.
I'm a fan of Heat. But I've noticed in this song, in the hook, it reminds me of 21 Questions by 50. Because he says,
I don't want to be with you.
No. That's not, oh yeah, it is.
He just asks questions.
No, he says, so give me a run for my money, sipping bubbly, feeling lovely, and I want to be with you, I want to be with you, you know what I mean? There's some, what the fuck, where is this line that I saw? Oh, it says right here, it says, if I minimize my net worth, will you still love me? Mm-hmm. In the song by 50 and fuck. Nate Dogg, rest in peace. Nate Dogg says, is he gonna love me on a bus? Is he gonna love me? I don't know what he says. He said, is he gonna love me on?
What was your thoughts on it while he looked that up?
I love this song.
Okay, I'm done.
This song, like, it I didn't feel like it was out of place at all. It fit perfectly into the theme of the song, into the theme of the album. I mean, and Zachary's like one thing. Like Kendrick never lets himself like not that he never lets himself be outshined by anybody, but he places his features so well that it just goes with the song. Like for example, Rihanna. Like you would have thought that like not that Rihanna would outshine him, but you would have thought that Rihanna would like stand out. You know, like that's the first thing you think. Like he knows how to pick his features, man. He knows like you said, like he's a control freak. Like when he's making his album, he's gonna make his album how it's supposed to be. Nothing's gonna sound like out of place or out of place at all. It's like you would have think, oh, Zachary's on this. What the hell? Like that's crazy. Or Rihanna's on this. Or U2's on this. That's gonna sound crazy. What's going on? It's gonna be so out of place. No, like everything is strategically placed for a reason, and this is the way Zachary flowed. The way Kendrick flowed out with Zachary is like, it's just so like that. Everything just
so
nicely smooth.
let me go back to what I was talking about. He said, Nate Dogg says, "Could you love me in a Bentley? Could you love me on a bus?" I'll ask 21 questions, and they're all about us. It relates to what Kendrick's saying, because he's asking the girl if she's gonna love him unconditionally when he doesn't have any money.
If the robbery don't start.
And in 21 questions, he also says, "Will you love me? Will you still have love for me?" Which is the topic in the love song by Kendrick. So I see a lot of references.
Yeah, right. No, yeah,
love song with 21 questions.
Yeah, that's what I see. Like this again at its surface level, it's a love song. I mean, it's called Love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a love song. It fits in the album. Again, it could possibly be a radio hit. You know what I mean? But I think below that is when you tie it back to the album, it's kind of like again a contrast between lust.
I like that Kendrick plays
this love. Yeah, this love song is like a contrast between Lust, the previous song, in that he explains that love is more filling than what lust is, because in Lust he was more like, just make sure today counts, you know what I mean, because tomorrow is like whatever, rather than in love it's more filling, like this is all I have for the rest of my life, like if I didn't have you I would have nothing, you know what I mean. So he's trying to he's trying to contrast the fact that lust is transitory, love is like forever for him, you know what I mean. And that's just like that's like the main theme that I got from this song.
One of the lines was like, curves in your hips from your mama. Remember Gardena. Gardena is a place in LA, which is where Whitney's from, which is his girl. Remember Gardena. I took the studio camera. I know Top don't be mad at me. It's a play on. This song is basically like a song. A song for his girl, which is completely understandable.
Awesome.
Which is awesome
because he never talks about his girl. He keeps it low.
Not that he never, but yeah.
He keeps it low.
Yeah. I see.
I like that he keeps it low.
But yeah, man, big ups.
All right.
Song.
Next.
Well, curling out to the next one.
America, God bless you if it's good to you. America, please take my hand. Can you help me understand?
Door steak off the October for the sharks, yeah, take.
Bono or Bono?
Bono.
Bono says from U2, where he says, "You close your eyes to look around." I think people in this country, they close their eyes. They act blind to what really goes on here. Ignorance, yeah. They choose their ignorance. They choose to be ignorant. I think we start this topic last week.
We believe that, yeah.
That this country acts ignorant. They choose to act ignorant. This song, man, this is filthy.
This is X rated. This
rated,
is X rated.
X rated.
Yo, that first verse, man. Dude, like, talking. Alright, so basically his boy is hitting him up, saying, "Yo, homie, my son just died because I couldn't pay off that, or he couldn't pay off that, whatever, insufficient funds, whatever it was." And he's saying, like, "It's been a long day for me. I'm hoping that you could pray for me." and he's basically hoping that Kendrick has some words of wisdom to get him to like feel closure. And Kendrick's like, all right, my mind state is where, yes, my mind is where I can give you peace of mind. But if I'm being 100 with you and completely honest, if somebody killed my son, I'd chip a nigga, like I'd pop a nigga, like I kill that nigga, throw the blower in his lap. He's talking about like, even if the only chance I got to see him, if the only chance I knew I could see him is after his service, after like service in a church,
yeah.
I pop him right there, like on the floor, and throw the blower in his lap. And then he goes on to say this, like, if anyone touches my mother, my cousin, my niece, my daughter, my this ex, whatever, everybody, I'll chip them niggas, and I have no regret about it. And then he's like, matter of fact, I'm about to speak in this convention, call you back. And he's like, okay, alright kids, we're gonna talk about gun control. Like, how he flips that. like he's over here talking about murdering niggas, and then he's like, alright kids, now we're gonna talk about gun control.
Contrasting views, exactly.
Bars.
Facts. Alright,
What do you say, Josie?
so
What do you say, Josie?
I think overall, XXX is kind of
Man.
a track into Kendrick's primal instinct, right? Because Kendrick is showing, just like how he showed in Mortal Man, that even though he's a rapper and he's seen the fame and he's seen all that, he still is a human and he still has those primal instincts inside him. So inherently, he's just a man.
He's gonna flip out
with the same primal instincts as anybody else.
Yeah.
So I mean, to keep it short, tying it back into the album, right? I don't want to go through the whole list, but let's take it from Pride, right? From Pride, where he feels like segregated from everybody else in terms of their struggles. He feels like he himself is bigger. He goes to Humble, where he feels more like you gotta be humble, bro. Like, stop being so egotistical in your ways.
Loud way, yeah.
And then flip it to Lust, where it's like, when you lust for the fame, you
get stuck in your routine.
You get stuck in your routine.
Yep,
and then
stagnant.
flipping it from that to like
Love
is actually the opposite of lust. Like, love is, you know what I mean, more fulfilling than lust. You feel more more of a connection to something greater than yourself.
Lust is a corruption, where love is a fulfillment, and it actually creates happiness,
everlasting.
Yeah.
Which again, I'm not necessarily saying is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, love to him at that point, when experiencing lust, it seems like more filling, right? I'm not saying that it's a good or bad thing, which I'll explain more like after fear, because I think fear is what ties everything together. But yeah, we go from lust, and then XXX, which is a primal instinct that goes almost below fear. I mean, that goes below love, which is like the primal instinct underneath love.
You know, it kind of goes back to Ya too, because Ya, when you listen to Ya, it's like him talking about like I'm going back to my intuition. Like, I'm just gonna follow my intuition, and primal intuition is just like,
okay, yeah,
like,
I'm
gonna kill people. Like, that's it. Like
Word.
if you touch anybody, I'm gonna pop you. That's it. Like.